Guys, Alex Helton here with the Helton Real Estate Group. Beginning part 1 of 3. We said late last week we would do a 3-part series answering the question that we get a lot from a lot of people. And that is, I'm looking to sell a home. I've got a home to buy, and tell me what my options are. So we usually share with them, they've got 3 main options. Each part, we're going to go into a little bit of detail on each one. Today we're going to talk about selling and then buying. I will be back here tomorrow going through the process of buying then selling. And then on Friday, before we hit the weekend, I'll go through what it looks like to sell your home and buy sort of simultaneously. Not necessarily like at the same second, but same processes. So first, wanted to go through pros and cons on part 1 of 3 for selling and then buying. So pro side, if you are selling then buying, got here a couple notes. One is when you sell and then you buy, 2 different processes. The upside is, number 1, you know exactly how much you're getting. So much more in a down market where there's more uncertainty in how fast the home will sell, how much it will sell for. Much more in that market, this process is super duper helpful. Given the market right now, we're just able to interpret the market much more accurately, have a good idea for all of our folks. We let them know, what the market is saying their home is worth, what they're likely to walk away with, and 90 to 100% of the time, we're pretty close. We try to give a conservative estimate. So it's usually a little bit more than what we say actually. So the first process, sell then buy. The pro is you know exactly how much you're getting. After everything is said and done, you've not identified a home that you're going to be buying, but you know exactly you're walking away with $10,000 or $50,000 or $300,000 or whatever it may be. The second pro is that there's just less stress. So if you're focused on getting your home ready, showing the home, receiving offer or offers, negotiating, agreeing on terms, going through inspections, going through appraisal, going through the financing process, and then closing successfully. If you go through all of that first, and then you're going to be buying, it's just less stress. Both processes have a lot involved, and like most things, it can be stressful. We do everything we can for our clients to make it as smooth as possible, but the reality is it's a difficult process. So anyways, first one is you know exactly how much you're walking away with when you sell your home. Second thing is there's less stress because you can totally focus on selling. That's done, and now we're focused on finding the right home at the right price that works for you or your family. There are some downsides. This option actually for a lot of people actually isn't an option as far as their financial ability. So I've got 2 cons here. One is you have to move twice. We have moved recently, and it's really just not fun. It's a part of life, so you do it, you get past it, and everything is fine. But it's not fun. And to have to do it twice is not fun twice. So if you sell your home, you're going to be moving into somewhere temporarily. That may be, could be a short-term rental property where you're renting it on a daily basis. Could be a short-term lease in an apartment complex. Maybe it's 1 month, 3 months, 6 months, whatever it may be. But either way, you're moving there, and then you're identifying the right property to buy. You're buying that home, and then you got to move from B to C. So that's the first con for selling then buying. The second con would be, depending on how particular you are, you may be in that short-term housing situation for a few weeks. It could be 9 to 12 months or somewhere in between. That really comes down to what is your budget and how realistic are you in what you're wanting being available in the market as you're out there searching for the right home. So again, that's sort of a quick summary of the top 2 pros, top 2 cons in our 3-part series on what does it look like, what are my options when I am selling my home and then buying another one. So we just went over pros and cons for selling, then buying. We'll be back tomorrow to go over buying then selling. and then back on Friday to go simultaneously. So again, Alex Helton, Helton Real Estate Group, we're here to help. If this information is helpful for maybe somebody that you know, feel free to share it with them. Feel free to private message us if you have specific questions. And if there's anything else we can help with, feel free to message the page, and hope you have a great rest of the week.